Have you ever opened Instagram on an ordinary morning and somehow ended up questioning your entire life? It happens to me more often than I like to admit. Just a few seconds of scrolling, and I see someone I went to school with just bought a new house, and an old coworker just got promoted, and another friend is celebrating their engagement. Well, nothing bad has happened to me. The sun is still shining, and my coffee still tastes the same, and my day is just as peaceful as it was 5 minutes ago. But I look around my room and I look at my completely normal and quiet life, and I suddenly feel like I'm falling behind. And I think that's one of the strangest parts of growing up today, because we're the first generation that gets front row seats to everyone else's biggest life moments. Not just once in a while, every single day. And it's no wonder that many of us quietly feel like we're running out of time. We all know that social media is a highlight reel, and people rarely post the nights they cry themselves to sleep, or like nobody shares the panic of wondering whether they chose the wrong career, or nobody uploads a photo with a caption, "I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing." We compare our ordinary Tuesday to someone else's biggest day of the year, and after doing that for so long, life starts to feel less like a journey and more like a race that we forgot to start. When I was around 20, I had this picture in my head of what life would look like by the time I turned 30. I would have a stable career, I would know exactly who I was, and finally feel like a proper adult. But now I'm 29, and honestly, life looks nothing like I imagined. Maybe you're still renting because buying a home feels impossible right now, and you're single and wondering if everyone else somehow figured love out before you, or maybe you're looking at the career you spent years building and realize it doesn't feel like yours anymore. I don't think the hardest part of your late 20s is not having everything figured out, but I think the hardest part is believing that everyone else already has. Sometimes it feels like everyone else received a handbook on how to become an adult, and yours somehow got lost along the way. So you keep looking around, wondering what you're doing wrong. But maybe that's the wrong question. Because we all feel this pressure, I think we really need to change how we talk about this chapter. We need to make it okay to take a detour. It is totally fine to be 29 years old and starting over at a brand new entry level job because you actually had the guts to change careers. It is completely normal if you don't own a home yet, if you aren't married, or if you still don't know what you want to do with your life. This strict timeline that we keep trying to measure ourselves against doesn't make sense anymore. It's an old checklist from our parents' generation, and it doesn't fit the world that we live in today. Being stuck in the middle of things, whether it's between jobs, between relationships, or just trying to figure out who you are, doesn't mean that you messed up. That morning, while walking through the park, I caught myself thinking about all of this. It's funny how nature never seems to be in a hurry. I look at the trees, and they're not trying to grow faster than the ones beside them. And the flowers don't bloom all at the same time. None of it feels wrong, and it makes me realize that we've been measuring our lives the wrong way. Maybe we've been treating life like there's only one correct timeline. Graduate by this age, build a career by this age, get married by this age. But who decided that? Maybe it's time you stopped living according to someone else's checklist and started asking yourself what kind of life actually feels meaningful to you. As 30 gets closer, it's easy to believe there's some invisible countdown hanging over your head, as if life has a deadline, as if once you reach a certain birthday, all of your chances disappear. But birthdays don't decide whether your life has meaning. They never have. The truth is, life doesn't suddenly begin at 22 or it doesn't suddenly end at 30. It keeps unfolding quietly, one ordinary day at a time. Maybe you're exactly where you need to be, or maybe you're not. Maybe there are still mistakes ahead. Maybe there are still difficult seasons waiting for you. But none of that means that you failed. You don't need to have your entire future figured out to know you're moving forward. Sometimes moving forward simply looks like taking today's next step. So, if you've been feeling anxious lately, or if you've been wondering whether you're falling behind, I hope you'll remember this. Your life isn't late because it looks different from someone else's. It's simply unfolding in a way that's uniquely yours, and maybe that's more than enough.